So it's time for another AI weekly roundup. For those of you that are new here, what I'm doing in my own business, Aerion Technologies, is trying to stay on top of the AI news, and I'm doing that through watching a lot of videos and podcasts. And I try to then share that information with the team. I don't expect anyone in the team to watch this much content or learn as much as I am. So what I've started doing is using an AI automation to then take all that content that I'm consuming and generate a weekly summary that I then share with the team about what I learned over the past week, and then I might as well share that with the internet. So let's give this a go and read it for the first time today. Hey friends, welcome back. This past week brought an avalanche of AI developments. Major tech giants leaked secret models, fresh AI tools left us amazed, and scandals erupted over data disputes. From new NPUs shaping our laptops to epic breakthroughs in coding automation. Here's what caught my attention from diving deep into all things AI and tech this week. Google's secret KINGFALL and Gemini models. Starting straight from the leaks, Google accidentally revealed their secret model KINGFALL, showcasing new thinking mode designed to tackle complex tasks by smartly managing computing resources. This thing nailed robotics benchmarks effortlessly. It's Google's direct counter to OpenAI's coming GPT-o3 Pro. But what's curious is KINGFALL's unusually tight token limit compared to Gemini's 2.5 Pro, massive 8 million token window. Speaking of Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro officially dropped, and it truly lives up to the hype. Blazing through coding, writing and math tasks and multimedia analysis at speeds around 50% faster than previous models. However, CEO Sundar Pichai reminded us during his chat with Lex Friedman that artificial general intelligence, or AGI, might only be realistically reachable after 2030. So KINGFALL was an internal model that their release leaks were coming through. Don't remember too much about it, but then yeah, Gemini 2.5 was released 50% faster. Is a huge difference when you're waiting for an output or generating a product or building a product or waiting for code to get written. So that was really cool to see. I've tested GPT 2.5 Pro through the Gemini chat app. Haven't tested it via any APIs or in the coding yet, but hopefully I can get to that this week and I'll let you know. It's meant to be really good at generating UIs compared to Claude. So that's promising. AI industry dramas, Reddit versus Anthropic and Builder AI scandal. I don't know why I can't talk properly today. In more dramatic news this week, Reddit is suing Anthropic for training the Claude AI model using unauthorized scrapes of Reddit's data. Reddit claims Anthropic's Claude casually bypassed the robot.txt instructions over 100,000 times. Ironically, Anthropic has built its identity around ethical AI usage. This lawsuit could severely damage its trust. That's an interesting one because they're seen as the most ethically aligned AI company, but then Reddit is claiming that they haven't gotten permission to scrape data, and then Reddit has deals with OpenAI and other companies. It's going to be interesting what's happening with this. There's also a lawsuit against OpenAI, I can't remember who from, where everyone online that I'm seeing is freaking out because it may leak every single chat, even though that chats are not part of the training data content that is actually being challenged. So it doesn't make sense what's actually happening there. But it's going to be interesting to see what sort of precedent these two set or don't set over the coming weeks. Meanwhile, Builder AI, which had raised $450 million and it was valued at $1.5 billion at that point, was shockingly exposed. So it was meant to be a cutting edge AI business. It was shockingly exposed, employing around 700 human engineers to manually do tasks advertised as AI powered. The company has now filed for bankruptcy under a cloud of investor fraud accusations, a stark reminder that we need transparency in AI claims. So what I read, the only reason they came up was they had to get a loan to keep paying employees. That money ran out or they had difficulty and they stopped paying people. And then all of those 700 people were complaining because they weren't getting paid, and that's how it was exposed. I'm surprised it took this long. A few comments online, I won't say a lot, that I saw people were complaining about how the low quality and the bugginess of the code that was coming back from those platforms. And now after seeing how good the coding has gotten, it probably started ringing some alarm bells in people because you can get decent code written in a short amount of time versus what their turnaround times. So I'm guessing Builder AI stood for Builder All Indians because there were 700 Indians who worked there that were coding. So not really an artificial intelligence company then. Have another sip. Phenomenal automation tools emerge. Now on to exciting news. Automation tools took a massive step forward this week. Abacus AI debuted DeepAgent that seamlessly configures MCP servers behind the scenes, automatically automating everything from tweets and mind maps to Salesforce summaries and Jira dashboards without any complicated setup. So this was just a new product that I saw a review for. Something interesting to look at potentially. And then I've got the next one is Perplexity Labs unveiled their Super Agent AI. Impressively skyrocketing business productivity. Effortlessly building entire SaaS platforms, interactive sites, predictive models, and rich content SEO dashboards. So Perplexity has gone beyond the search and added a few extra tools to their platform so that they can then extend what their service offering is. And if you're in Australia, I just received an email from Optus, my phone carrier, and I have access to Perplexity license, the pro subscription for the year. It's about $300 value that they've offered. So I got that email yesterday. So as I start testing a bit more Perplexity and what it can do, I'll bring that up as I go through these videos. Anthropic also shook up the developer world with Claude Code. This new coding assistant autonomously navigates and edits code bases directly from your terminal. No IDE. So for those of you who don't know what terminal is, it's like the command prompt. If you remember back in the day of old computers where you had the black screen where you would type in commands, it runs in one of those windows. So you can make that work through GitHub and issue actions, and you can get someone that can fix code as you're doing pull reviews and things like that. So quite a lot of code tools coming through because a lot of these companies are building tools for themselves and seeing that they work in the market. The evolution of AI development. Reflecting on how AI is reshaping our workflow, Patrick Dubois framed it neatly. The future is not merely coding, but managing AI-generated outputs, focusing intentions over implementation, and swiftly iterating through AI-powered rapid prototyping and coded knowledge management. So a lot of people are calling it human in the loop, but you need people involved to drive the direction. Otherwise, the AI is just going to keep creating what's always been made and not going to make anything new for the time being until it starts getting creative and it can then create new things and move the needle from where it is here to go over here. SnapLogic introduced a fascinating take on AI workflows resilience called agent continuations. So this was more of a technical overview where they built a model for allow you to like snapshot an agent's call stack or a history stack, be able to have a offline or asynchronous review step validated or reviewed by a human. Then once it was approved, it will then continue that call stack from the spot by restoring the chat history effectively and allowing it to continue. So interesting model. I'll take parts of that concept or even do something similar or use it in our product. And now I watched another video. I won't read this one, but I'll tell you about it. It was Microsoft's AI-focused neural processing units. So all these new laptops that are coming out now, you might have seen they're AI-enabled or AI laptops. They've got another processing unit for the neural processing unit, which will allow it to run models on your laptop offline on your local hardware. So you've got your processor for core calculations, your graphics card for your graphics processing, and then you'll have a neural processing unit so you can do AI stuff, which means it'll offload the resource of the other two. It'll be more efficient, so it'll give you more battery life in doing this stuff. I'm not exactly sure what models they're running or how they're working, but it will allow sort of like Copilot to run offline on your computer. So these should make things a lot better moving forward on actual computers. AGI Insights and Sam Altman's vision. Of course, a week in AI wouldn't be complete without insights from OpenAI's Sam Altman. He claimed we're nearing a profound shift where AI models autonomously solve businesses' hardest problems, marking his experience with OpenAI's Codex as the personal feel the AGI moment. So OpenAI's Codex is similar to the Claude Code, a product that was released internally for them to help work on code, and then it can actually do things autonomously on its own at the moment. Sam advises companies must act swiftly, iterating rapidly with AI, embracing curiosity, and aggressively pursuing innovation or risk being severely left behind. So in that talk, he was comparing that to like large enterprises where they still have CTOs saying that they don't want to put company data inside of these platforms. And that's really slowing down the innovation and the rate of progress and what they're doing. So it's a potentially bad thing for those businesses if they really slow it down. And also, there's going to be a movie about Sam Altman's firing from OpenAI and then getting hired 2 days later, and then the rest of the board being removed. Apparently, Andrew Garfield is playing Sam Altman, so he was Eduardo Saverin in the Facebook movie, The Social Network, or Spider-Man, as I probably know him more, and a lot of you might know him more as. So there's going to be a movie called Artificial coming out. So it hasn't taken that long for that sort of drama. I don't know how interesting it's going to be, but there'll be a movie about it. Okay, closing thoughts. Wow, this week showed us AI isn't just evolving, it's reshaping how we work. Building tech and even managing intellectual property disputes. With each leap forward, AI becomes more embedded in our daily tasks, workflows, and real-world operations. The future, whether it's AGI, enterprise automation, or how we code, is being written right now by advances we're seeing week to week. Can't wait to see what's next. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and I'll catch you soon. So for anyone that's watching, leave a comment if you've got any thoughts or any questions or anything else you'd like to see in these videos. I tried a different area in my house today and give you a different backdrop so it's not just the same office view. And let me know if there's any questions or anything, or would you like to do this as a live stream on a Monday or Tuesday morning? Happy to try that as well. Otherwise, see you later, and good luck keeping up with all the AI news.